What's up, people? Welcome back to the Boxing Objective. Finally, Dillian Whyte is getting a shot at the WBC title. Congratulations to Dillian. It is a long time coming. Dillian Whyte is by far one of the hardest working individuals in the heavyweight division today. He has done nothing but work non-stop ever since he lost to Anthony Joshua way back in 2015. He's done nothing but build his career, build his resume, build his brand, and has become a pay-per-view star in his own right. But now that he's getting his title shot, the whole situation with his injury is now under severe scrutiny, and a lot of people are questioning the legitimacy of it. As I said in my previous video on this subject, hypothetically, of course, you've got this big title shot coming. Maybe you've got to find a way to get out of this little fight, to go and fight the big fight that you've been waiting for all of this time. I mean, come on. Look, let's be real here. Does it really matter? Let's say he did decide to come up with this injury, which I don't think he did. I don't think he came up with the injury. Yeah, he's always had shoulder issues. He's always had a problem. There's multiple heavyweights, fighters in general, who don't go into fights 100%. I mean, me, myself, I've been carrying an injury and still going to the gym with this injury for quite some time. I've just had to manage it myself. So I don't doubt that he had an injury. I just question that, maybe now is the time for me to bring this injury up in order to get out of this fight to go and have the fight that I really want. Apparently there's a whole thing going on where he's going to provide documentation to show the legitimacy of his injury. Otto Wallin obviously is not best pleased, but let's be real. I mean, Dillian Whyte has done all the heavy lifting to get to this point. Do you really blame him for just saying, you know what, forget that, I need to go and do this? He's done an interview again with Kugan Cassius. Man, he gets a lot of really good interviews. He's speaking about the amount of money he's invested in his camps. And my God, he said that the 2 camps he had to do for Povetkin cost him nearly £500,000. That's 500 grand on 2 camps. And because his camps are out in Portugal and he flies out all his sparring partners, they get accommodation, they're fed, they're taken care of. He supplies them with means to travel back to their homes if they need to see their families. He pays them for the sparring. Along that long length of time over the 2 camps, he spent nearly £500,000. He's talking about how, his camps are really expensive. I mean, all of these guys at the top, maybe they have more economical ways. Everyone has their own way of running their camp, but this is how Dillian Whyte runs his. For him to spend that sort of money on a camp and then voluntarily pull out of the fight at the end of it, yeah, it doesn't sound like something that somebody would want to do after spending that kind of money on a camp. But at the same time, you probably got a good reason. You'd have to have a really bloody good reason to do that. And what better reason is there for the biggest fight of your career with a career high payday and the chance to get the keys to the kingdom? What would you do? Would you throw away those few pennies to go and pick up a few big bags of pounds? I don't know. But as it stands, the fight is off with Otto Wallin. Dillian Whyte has officially been mandated to fight Tyson Fury for the WBC World Heavyweight title, and Dillian Whyte is getting his chance. It is well deserved. Despite what's happening at the moment, despite the questions about his injury, he has worked his backside off to get to this position. And I, for one, am very happy for him. I think it's going to be an interesting fight between the two of them. Tyson Fury is planning to come back to the UK and fight over here. I think this fight will sell out. The numbers will be pretty damn good between these two because they're both hugely popular. 2 UK fighters coming here to lock horns. It's what we need. I mean, Anthony Joshua has been carrying the torch by himself for the UK. It's time for these guys to come back home and, take their turn carrying that torch. I'm very excited for this fight. I'm very, very happy for Dillian, and I can't wait to see the outcome of this one. Now, if Tyson Fury shows up to this Dillian Whyte fight the way he looked for the 3rd fight with Wilder, then Tyson Fury could be in for a very long night. I hope for his sake he doesn't show up like that, because Dillian Whyte would definitely have more of a chance of beating him. I do suspect that Tyson Fury will get the result on this one, especially if he shows up to dance around, float around like a butterfly and sting like a bee. That version of Tyson Fury is a handful for anyone to handle, and I don't fancy Dillian Whyte's chances if that is the version of Fury that shows up. Other than that, we'll just have to wait and see. Fury, look out for that left hook. There's not many people that have stayed on the floor, not done a little dance after that left hook, man. Seriously. But yay for Dillian. And let's go, guys. Let's see what happens. The negotiations are going to start soon, according to Eddie Hearn. And we shall be getting what we want. And by the way, listen, right? If you want to talk shit about Dillian Whyte, just look out for this guy.
Everybody has been talking shit about that guy. Dillian White is responsible for 21 of us guys getting a shot at matchroom shows. And he's the only reason I'm sitting right here, right now. So anybody who has something to do with Dillian White, talk to me.
Now that's loyalty for you. Guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.